Hello, my friends. Jacob is here once again. Thank you for pressing play, for spending some time with me. I am phasing in from space, if it exists. Who knows, right? We're not going to judge. The world is gone bananas. It's 2020. This is going to be a fun show. It's always a fun show. I got another story to tell. Yeah. Little thing happened that brought me to another thing. Next thing you know, I'm going down this thing and you bang, zoom. We're out of here. We're in space, everybody. Yeah. Asteroids, comets, planets, black holes, UFOs. Oh, this is going to be a fun show. Hope you buckled up. Hello. Hi. Welcome back. Yeah. So, as I always do, because I want to offer the freshest, hottest, most hippity hoppity floopity floos shows on the planet, I want to do something that's going to encourage you, inspire you, lift you up, and everything else. I'm always searching. I'm always searching for the next big thing. And I got a lot of things to share. A lot of weird anomalies, unlike these ginormous asteroids that they're studying. Weird things. Yeah, like an aurora borealis. I don't know if that's the way you say it.
Aurora borealis.
You know, the lights. Got an asteroid. It's got its own lights. But that's not where this story begins. No. I was on the internet, which is what I usually do. I'm doing a little searching, right? Little breadcrumb trail. And I come across this interesting article about this artist who pictures John Paul II, you know, the Pope, that guy, right? A lot of Catholics, they love this guy. John Paul II, my nanny, my pop, my nanny, God rest her soul, right? And my pop, who's still alive and kicking with the best hair ever. He's a hairdresser, he's a barber. He's got great hair. He's going to be like 100, and he's got like great hair. He's still a good-looking man. My pop, they read at the church. They love the John Paul. He was on plates all over the house, right? Well, this artist depicted him holding up like a meteor. John Paul was like, look at me, I'm jacked. Yeah, he depicted the Pope, the long-gone pontiff, holding up a meteorite over a sea of blood. Yeah, it was kind of gross. Weird depiction. Check it out. You got John Paul II holding up this big boulder meteorite over a pool of blood. It's kind of weird. It's like, so what is this all about, right? I got to look into it. And I find out that this artist was, he created this one based on another artist back in 1999 that pictured the Pope with the meteor crushing him like he's dead because of the meteor. The Italian artist Maurizio Calatan. Hey, Calatan, I'm Maurizio Calatan. I put a big rock on the Pope's legs. I crush it. The meteor crushed the Pope. 1999. The artist got into, he got some trouble. He got in some trouble for that one. They had a problem with that. So this artist, his name is Jerzy Kalinas. His installation outside of the National Museum is titled Poisoned Source. Poisoned Source. Shows the Polish Pope holding the meteorite high over a pool of red blood. You know, represent. So this was his answer. He was basically calling the Pope like the Superman. Pope John Paul II's not a powerless old man crushed by a meteor, but he's a titan of superhuman strength. He's like a god. He is so strong, the Pope. So silly. This guy's wearing a robe. I got my robe. on. I would wear a robe all the time too if I was the Pope. They're very comfortable. And you know what? Sometimes when I move really fast with my robe on, it feels kind of like a like a cape, right? My little coffee and my little cape. But you don't see me holding up a meteorite. No. But the Pope did. So what does this have to do with anything, Jacob? I don't know, right? At this point.
Wearing a robe, or no, it is strange, because at the same time that this is going down, we heard about how John Paul II's blood was stolen from an Italian cathedral. Now, how would we know this? Well, because they shared the picture of the artist's rendition of Super Pope carrying the meteorite in USA News. And as I'm putting this all together, it hits me. It's over a sea of blood, right? Well, guess what? 2014, somebody stole the very same casing of blood back then. They threw it away as trash because they thought it wasn't very valuable, but it contained droplets of Pope John Paul II's blood, contained in a golden crystal casing. And it makes me think, isn't it interesting? Right? Isn't it interesting that this vial of blood was taken because out of just a couple of drops of blood, you can clone somebody perfectly? Are they thinking of cloning John Paul II to make some kind of super pope antichrist? I don't think so, but it's still fun to think about.
Because all week, all I've been hearing about is everybody's worried about the, right? They're all worried about the meteors and the comets and everything. There was another meteorite just like the other night. It was like all over the place. I think it's in Cincinnati. Everybody was freaking out about this one. There's like a meteorite like every other day. All right? Yes, it seems like there's a huge increase. That would happen if there was some, other planet out there. Not going to say any names. Nibiru! Some planet out there coming in. Just perturbing things, ricocheting all these space junks around. Yeah, so I got a lot of stuff to talk about. This is gonna be a fun show. Yeah. Here's the thing with these asteroids, okay, and these meteors. There's a lot of them they're studying. Bennu, right? I've done videos on Bennu. One of those goofy NASA names. Don't get me started on NASA and SpaceX. If you're following me on Twitter, and if you're not, you should, because I let people know stuff, before I talk about it. But their logo, their last mission with the dragon, I don't know. And I'm not like, I don't think my mind's in the gutter. I mean, I don't think it's in the gutter. I'm a pretty, I'm an upright man. I love my wife, But I mean, you look at this logo, this one. It looks like the dragon is like swallowing a rocket. I'm just saying. I tweeted that out to Elon because somebody somewhere said, yeah, that's the logo we should go with. That's the logo. Oh, these people are so strange. This is why life is interesting and it's fun. I mean, it's not like, the logos are always very original. There's Space Force for one, right? It's like, did you have to rip off the Star Trek logo? I mean, that's their emblem. It's not very original. So, Bennu, OSIRIS-REx, it goes out there. It's been scanning it, trying to make a couple of landings. Yes, Bennu is acting weird. It's actually, it's like shooting stuff off of it. That they recorded like as it's going through. It's like all these little, rocks. Like there's a lot of them are getting caught in the gravity because this thing's massive, right? And now they know it's made of other parts, which we better hope is not coming our way because it'll break up. It'll be like all over the place. Like that movie Greenland, that Adams, he told me all about and he sent me a link to. Adam, he had a little baby Jack. Happy new family member, Adam, at Marfugal News and TV. It's a great thing. You see, we got to celebrate these these beautiful moments. What a beautiful thing. Jack, what a great name. You know, Jack's short for Jacob. I'm just saying. I know that I probably had no part of this whole thing, but yeah, I'm just saying. I'm touched, Adam. I really am. Speaking of Star Trek, Captain Kirk and the boys at the Space Force, you know what they said? They're gonna now have soldiers in space. That's the plan. Because they're already having wars, right? We know the news just recently with the whole laser beams, shooting the beams from the sky. Everybody was worried that all the fires were being started because people were shooting beams from the sky, blowing stuff up from the sky. Space wars are going on. You know, space wars are going on, they say already, with other countries. Is it also happening against, the aliens, if they are aliens? Because they could be. Fallen angels, they could be demons, they could be extra dimensional beings, or we could all be in a big simulation and they're not even real anyway, they're just part of the game. I don't know. At some point, yes, we'll be putting humans in space. Major General John E. Shaw, head of Space Force's Space Operations Command and part of the U.S. Space Command leadership, said during a conference organized by AFWERX Innovation Group, there may be operating command centers somewhere, like the moon or Mars. Gonna need to put the soldiers up there. Gonna need them, hoorah, up there in space, if it exists. You see that right there? That's the Election Day asteroid. That's right. I got exclusive footage. Six and a half feet long, wide, whatever. 6.5 feet. It's like the size of a very tall man. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't it be cool if it was like some supernatural Superman type being that was flying like John Paul with a meteorite? I don't know why I made that weird sound. All right, so anyway, moving on to the next thing. What's the next thing to talk about? What else do we have? Oh yeah. The gigantic asteroid that I was telling you about, the rubber ducky asteroid. It looks like a rubber ducky, almost like Ultima Thule. This is another one. Why do I know the names of all these kooky near Earth objects? It's because I do shows on this stuff. The rubber ducky it's a comet. It's a comet, right? 67P Chernomov Gramsenmego. Churivovus Jurin Rock Smo. I don't know the guy's name. He made history as the first comet to be. It was the first comet, by the way. It was orbited and landed on. The Rosetta craft did this, carrying the Philae rover. I remember I talked about that. Nice Philae rover. It's getting me hungry. Filet mignon. Rendezvoused with Comet back in August 2014. But this thing, it may have its own Aurora Borealis. That's true. That's what they say. There's another thing coming our way too. They say it's like an old rocket. It's another one. A lot of gooky stuff that they're talking about coming to us from space. And the thing that I find so fascinating is their latest theory that the moon, it was formed in a collision with the Earth, and it took up 60% of the atmosphere in the collision. They say that the moon's like space junk from a collision. Let me tell you something. Let me put that idea to rest. Have you ever seen an eclipse? Okay? The fact that the moon and the sun, which is so much farther away from the moon, but that they line up perfectly. You get that through chaos. That's intelligent design, people. I don't think that the moon was formed from some gigantic collision, as Dr. Jacob Kirgisi says. We ran hundreds of different scenarios with different colliding planets showing the very impacts, and these computer simulations, they said that's what formed the moon, and that it took away 60% of the Earth's atmosphere. Don't you feel smarter? I feel smarter now. The moon, by the way, it's rusted. Tin roof, rusted. Yeah, somehow I guess the oxygen from Earth is making the moon rust. So they find that strange. A lot of strange things. They found like big lakes under Mars of all this water. They found life in Venus. All this stuff. I'm telling you, they're setting the stage. This is the next story right here, right behind me. Asteroids, meteors, all that stuff. That's what they're going to tell you. That's why I found it so strange that the artist depicted John Paul II holding the meteor above his head over a sea of blood. That's always so uplifting. These artists, they're very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I just wanted to have a little fun today with all of you. Hopefully you put a smile on your face because, we could use a little bit of a laugh. And I'm not talking about just watching, the stuff that's being played on network news, fake news, whatever media. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with you. I hope that it inspired you and encouraged you and did all this stuff that it's supposed to do. Because today we need it. This is a great story. Our life is going, I know it seems like it's not, but it's going in the right direction. If, you're humbling yourself and you're living for more than just being a big goofball. Hopefully you're living to love people. Hopefully you're being compassionate, you're forgiving, and you're trying to live for more. And you're looking at the world the way it is, and you're like, you know what? Everybody's so scared. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad to just know that God's in charge. If my people who I created would just come to me and humble themselves. That's what the scriptures say, if people would just humble themselves. I hope you all have the best day ever. I love each and every one of you. And I'm sure I have a great show coming. I'm very excited. I don't know what it is. That's the best part about this, right? I don't know what it is. Neither do you. But you know it's going to be awesome. Because that's the only kind of shows that you're going to find here. So you better smack that like button and you better share it around. Tell your friends. Leave a comment. All right, so I think we're done. I'll talk to you. I love you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Jacob Israel. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and share this channel around. If these shows have helped you, help Jacob to reach more any way you can, and have the best day ever.